We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick, 15. Go, guys, 4 down. 51 to Mike. Watch the cross. 51 to Mike. Mike, 51. Let's go. Defense. Hey, man up, deep. Gun. Check. Bang out.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf. 49. I don't think you got it, son. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Melvin. And the catch made by Johnson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Second and 4. To the goal line line, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Check 9, check 9. Out. Fair. Check 99. Check. Look at me. Score. Now.
Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed. Slam.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
36 power. 54.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Melvin, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Melvin. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Melvin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3, check 3. Get it.
A first down carry by Allen. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On the Seahawks 16-yard
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Go, go. Watch the whip. Ready?
2nd and 5. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
53 is the mic. Hey, let's get this.
Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Binds. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Melvin. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Melvin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Draw play. Elliott And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
His team showed up. Go. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Melvin. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
At the 17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, wahoo! 49.
Operating from the gun, Melvin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
What? 280.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
What?
Now it's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Mike, 53. That's it. Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Second down and goal. Wilson steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They run it with Carson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
To throw on 3rd down. Melvin. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Santa Clara. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. On 1st down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bird. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Here's Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Melvin going for the deep ball. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
One left.
Check nickel.
Left for second. Go.
Mike spot 4. Let's get
Wilson now throwing again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check curls.
Friday.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch his flat.
Blue draw corker.
Watch his flat.
Now.
2nd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 70. Indy.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Big River.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hit it.
To throw on second down. Melvin with a catch made by Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. You go 6-6. Mullet high. Get it.
On 3rd and 2, Melvin. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Santos able to tack on the extra point. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
53, check 53.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the gun again to Penny. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Ready, set. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. No gain on this defense. No gain. Watch it go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, watch delay.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. Honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas.